Hi, hello, welcome back. Now this should be quite interesting topic for a video, I hope, and it's an order for a client for a wedding gift. This is one part of the order, so a scoop and a little bowl. I think this is actually for her itself, and this, as you see in a few seconds, is a gift for the wedding. So this is small maple bowl, spice bowl with a little scoop here, and it's finished in white oil so it doesn't yellow as much, and I'll show you that process a little later. And the gift for the wedding is double purpose bowl, which you see here, and the lid that acts as a plate as well. So you know by now I like double purpose things, so should be quite interesting. So these are rough turned a few days ago, so it had time to sort of warp a little bit, so I'm going to finish it now. So this I left a little ridge inside so I can turn it around and finish the outside. So this will go on the jaws like this, and just expand. Let's see how it runs. Pretty true, a little wobble, so it did move a little bit. 1400 RPM, so let's start with that first. Spindle gouge, this is 12 mil diameter. Up this area, then go nice and gently to the middle, just through everything up. Stop here. I want to do the bottom with the refiner. Nice and gently and smooth. So that's resting only on the outside point. And I'll remark the tenon size. And I'll set that diameter with a smaller spindle gouge. This is 10 mil diameter. So that's nice and clean, slightly higher, just round it over so it's not sharp here. And a lot of you ask about this notch here on the, try to focus on the camera, this notch on the scraper. So it's inspired by Richard Raffan as well. It gives you opportunity to make a nice quick decoration on the bottom. And now what I'll do is nice shear cut with the bowl gouge here on the side. So that's pretty good. There is one ridge here, and I'll just clean that up with a refiner. Just see how the side here is scraping. That's pretty good. Now, I feel the burr could be a little sharper, so I'll refresh the burr. So this is burr straight from the grinder. That feels quite good. And here at the top end, I'll shear scrape. You can see the surface. Yeah, that's really nice and clean. A little rougher here on the detail here on the bottom. So now that's cleaner. So what I'll do real quick is just sand it and then we'll flip it around. Okay, the sanding is done. So that's looking really nice. So this will get flipped around. Just the right size, so the jaws are almost closed, and now we can shape the inside. So that's running true enough. Ball gouge, and the speed up a little bit. And I want this to be relatively thick ball because I don't want to warp too much. Now I do need to shorten the bevel. You can see the lines here, the rubbing lines from the bevel here, so I'll just shorten it. Okay, so I removed the heel here from the bevel and now I can continue on. Nice and slowly. Okay, let's see how that take care of the surface. Yeah, that's pretty good. There are still a little bit more of these rubbing marks, but these will go away quite quickly. I can thin it down a little bit more in this section. And I'll stop here, use the scraper, bowl scraper. And that's done. The inside is done. The sanding on the inside is done. That's really nice, gorgeous little ball, and I just feel a little rougher edge here, so I just take it lightly with 320. The inside is a little bit more sharper. It's not sharp that you can cut, but it's nice and visible where the inside is. So that's done. The bottom bowl is finished. So you can see it, the bottom and the inside. So what I'll do first is just take the measurement of the outside diameter, not the inside but the outside, and always on a cross grain work I take across the grain and with the grain, just in case if it moved. So now we can work on the lid slash plate, and the first thing is to just true up the tenon here, and I have this ridge on the inside, just lightly expand the jaws. So in this case I want to now finish the inside first. So just with a small spindle gouge I'll just true up like so. This is a great way to practice entry cuts, cutting tenons and stuff like that. And just to show you, this is pristine surface here on the tenon itself. So now I can flip it around. Doesn't matter that it's taller than the last step here on the step jaws, because this is flat, so it will register nicely. So the first step is to true up the flange here, the flat area. Grab spindle gouge, so that's good. And now I want to transfer our measurement from the base. And this mark is where the base will fit. So, and this doesn't have to be tall or ridge. And the burr here is gone. So fresh burr from the grinder. That's much better. And I'll just clean up the very side here with the skew. Just scraping with the side bevel. And let's see if it fits. Okay, so that fits relatively snugly. Almost, yeah. And but I want to a little looser fit, because this will warp and this will warp, so you have to account for that. So with a small skew I'll take just a little bit more. Okay, so that's done. Now we can make something with this ridge, turn it into a detail of some sort. So something like this, maybe a little V on this side, so it looks like a bead. Yeah, something like that should be okay. Refiner, and I'll just slightly undercut this. See lots of cloud of fine dust and shavings, but fine dust usually will settle on the tool, so you know you're scraping nice and clean, and we can see that. Yeah, so that's sandable surface. So now I can finish up the inside, and just to check where I am in terms of depth. So I have maybe a few millimeters to play. Ball gouge. And I want to get rid of this little ridge here that I used to reverse. last cut was really fine cut. Refiner. Just nicely blend two surfaces. Now that's really nice. I have this a little ridge here, so maybe I'll put a little decoration here, just so it looks or it distracts the eye a little bit from what it is. Yeah, that's quite nice. So just quickly sand the inside and then we'll focus on the other side. Okay, sanding is done. What I've done off the camera while sanding is add this another step, another ridge, just so I can expand the jaws on the inside. So this will be all the way opened. So I don't have to jam chuck it or anything. Now since it's open that wide and I'm only holding on small four places on the jaws, so I won't be aggressive, let's say, with shaping on the lid here on the outside. So first we'll screw it up. Now I don't need all this width here, so what I'll do from the other side is just trim down the diameter a little bit. Just a little curve here, that should be okay. So what I want, at least an option here or some sort of a ridge or anything that I can expand the jaws just in case if I need to chew the inside, if it warps too much or anything like that. I want to have that option. So, and this is once again the correct diameter which I'll go for. Yeah, that will be too wide of a base, not so much wide of a base, but it's hard to grab and open it, so I'll reduce the size of this. Maybe a bit more. Okay, and as you place your fingers here, just to show you this, this area here where your fingers are, this is the high spot in this case, so it prevents me from grabbing the entire base with my hand, with my fingers. So I'm just going to scoop this little section out, this here. So now this is already much better, just to show you, and it looks decorative, and I can grab, you can see how my fingers fit perfectly inside here. So now all I have to do now is just finesse this a little bit, and I can grab the entire base here and open it up. So just before I continue on, just want to measure how much thickness there is here. 5 mil, just a little less than 5 mil. So I don't want to go any deeper than that. So this I can slightly round it over, clean this area. And like I said, I would like a ridge on the inside. So what I'll do is make sort of a recess here, like that, and we're going to decorate this a little bit. Small skew, just undercut this. But of course we're not going to leave it like this. Since it's a ridge, what I'll do is just round this over. Really hide that little tiny ridge. Yeah, that should be okay. And I'll just slightly dome this. As a plate it will have a function, but it looks much better when this is decorated like this. Nice and gently clean it up real well. Now what I can do is just to separate this area, I'll probably put some detail here as well. But first I'm just going to shear scrape this. Okay, that's looking quite good. And detail here, what I'm going to do here. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Don't want to take it too far. So quickly sand this. Okay, so the sanding is done. That looks quite nice. Lovely. And let's see with the base. And here it is. So looks really lovely. Enough room for your fingers to open it up. Yeah, I think it's a quite nice piece. So Let me just show you the white oil that I was talking about. So this is that white oil that I was talking about from Steinert company, Woodturning's oil. They have a regular one, which you probably saw in most of my videos. It was, I think it's based on linseed oil and some other natural oils and wax, but this one is pure like white oil. So what that means is on light timbers like ash, maple, it doesn't yellow it as much, and you put one coat of this, and after that you can put the regular oil on. So this stuff will last you a long time. So I'll just apply this and you'll see the end result. And here it is. So this is how it looks. It is quite close to natural maple color, and it will darken a little bit when I put the regular oil on, but not by much. So I think it's a lovely gift, lovely simple gift, and yeah, should be quite nice. I still have to wipe away the oil from the grooves here a little bit. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hope you'll try something similar, and see you in the next video.